What is up, everyone? It's been a long time. Long time. Let's say I'm sorry, it's not that everyone is, or that I have a lot of subscribers or anything. Hold on, I guess it's bedtime. Not that I have a lot of subscribers or followers or anything like that, but it has been a long time, and I'm sorry for that, like, what was it, 2 years ago, I went in super motivated, and I thought that I would, be streaming every day, and stuff like that, but it's just a job, and life, and depression, and a whole bunch of other stuff got in the way, and a lot of it had to do with money, and family, and relationships, and stuff like that, so I'm sorry, that all of that got in the way, but, I will say that I'm in a lot better place now. Don't really have a new job, but I got a new position at my old job, which is awesome. I freaking love it. Like, I live alone now. I got 2 dogs. I'll probably post pictures every once in a while here soon. I think I might have with Penny, but I got another dog. Her name's Appa. Love her so much. She's annoying though. She's staring at me. Yeah, no, I've been playing lots of games as always. Don't really play with my friends as much as I used to, because let's be real, we're all adults now. I don't really have time. What up, Loretta? But at my new place, my new job, I will say that I started a realm. Not really for anyone there, but mostly for me, and then if any of my friends there wanted to join and play, they can. Which I will say some of them have joined. I don't know if I can show any of them that are on here. Maybe not. Settings? Maybe. Let's see. Loading. It's loading, I guess. Oh well. Well, no, there's probably about 6 or 7 people technically on this realm. We've been playing for a long time. We just hit, obviously after I just slept, we just hit 1,081 days. How do I say this? How do I start this? Where do I start? Because I want to show you guys the whole, I guess, mountain. Let's just start where I came in, I guess, technically. I'm not going to go all the way back to spawn because that's a lot of work, but I will say that I went I went about, I think it was like 500 blocks on an angle. Don't mind this building, it's not mine. Okay. Let's swim out just a little bit, just so you can see what the mountain kind of looks like as it's now. You're not going to get a good idea what it was without everything on it, but I can kind of give a good picture, like, I think. Let's go over to that little indention in the river over here. You should be able to see it. It's kind of like a peninsula, I guess. Up. Move, fat butt. Okay, so when I first saw this, don't mind that building. When I first saw this mountain, I went about 500 blocks, and so we spawned about 500 blocks in that direction. Maybe not exactly in that direction, but somewhere over here. Right, so I just went left, okay? And then I saw this big plateau with a village on top of it. And I was like, cool, because when I started this, oh, hello. Sorry, had to kill him. Alright, let's see. So, when I started this whole realm, for myself, or at least what my goals were, what everyone else's, I don't know, because I don't really care. But I wanted to make, or grow, or whatever, a village that was spawned on top of a cliff / mountain. So I saw this, and when we created this it was probably about a month after the cherry blossom update came up onto Bedrock. So I was like, heck yeah, so we get cherry blossoms and I get a village. Cool. So I was like, we're going this way. And I can give you guys a seed if you guys want it. It's not the greatest, but I will say the luckiness or the luck that I had on this village spawn is kind of crazy, and I'm going to show you guys everything that's happened. I will show you where we're at in the nether. I will show you what I've built, what some of my friends have built, and everything. Okay, so don't mind this area right now. We'll get to it. I just want to go up to like somewhat a staircase, I guess. But I did build this, and I dug that out. Did not build that building though, but we'll come. I'm not going to show you what's up there quite yet because we've done a lot up there. But and there wasn't nothing, just typical houses. There wasn't even a blacksmith. There was like a Fletcher and some other BS. But why I picked this village is because down this staircase was not here. I just actually recently built this yesterday. It looks kind of good, I think. I hope. Anyways, but I dropped down this little cliff, and there was a house here, just inside this freaking, I don't know, cavern, freaking cave, whatever. And then there's this little area down here, so I was like, oh shit. Well, I just built this when I built that staircase too. But come down here, drop down here. There's a little farm area. I had 2 cows, but I moved them up top, so we're not going to bother with them. I will say there's been a lot of cats that have spawned down here, though. I don't know if we'll see any. If we see any, that'd be cool. Oh, there's one. See? Right there. Cool. But I just started digging down. You know, like, because you gotta start digging down. So, started digging down. Blah, 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 blah. And my main goal was just to dig down till I found, like, a cave or a cavern or something like that. We're not going to talk about that just yet. What we just passed. But I came to this area, you know, and it leads down to some, I don't know, like just a big cavernous area. I got maybe 2 diamonds and some. I was mostly looking for iron and coal, so that's why I sprouted off in this. There was a ton of creepers in here, but that's fine. So went back up, blah 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 blah, kind of thing, whatever. Some of my friends started playing, and then at that point we just wanted to dig, so I went all the way down. I was like, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dig all the way down to diamond level. Came across this little area here. I think I came across past another one. Nope, hold on, let's go this way. So we crossed this one, and then I think I dug a little bit this way, and then I ran into lava, so I was like, you know what, let's just cut a left. And then I went down, and I thought this was diamond level, but it's not. This is technically diamond level, so I went down a little bit. But my friends started digging, and they just went like, did like a typical strip mine, you know, like bang, bang, typical strip mine. But I will say about a week ago, I started clearing out all of it, just because, to be honest, I needed a deep slate. So I was like, you know what, let's just dig out this whole area. And I went on a mission, obviously. I filled up this whole double chest. Obviously it's not full now, but I've been using some of the deep slate, and you'll see on the build that I've been using, and some other stuff I've been using deep slate on. But I went kind of hard just digging out deep slate, you know. So there's that, and I was like, so here's what we have in these chests that I haven't used. There's some random stuff. We got some redstone, obviously a lot of redstone, Got a decent amount of lapis. Not much iron down here, obviously. Typical stuff to build and craft and make torches and stuff. Found a decent amount of diamonds down here. This is just another strip mine. If I really need to, I might dig this out for deep sleep, but I don't think I'm going to, really. Just a typical strip mine, you know, nothing big, nothing huge. Didn't want to do every two just because there's a lot of lava. Like anything that just ends, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like lava way down there. So anything that just hit lava, we just kind of stopped and turned back, so it's fine. But so yeah, that's the mine. Nothing too big here. But as I was building that, and we weren't really finding any iron, and we were just how can I say it? We were struggling to stay alive at certain points, you know, not really have any armor, not much diamonds. I will say Evan, he's one of my coworkers, or I guess someone that works for me or whatever. One of my friends, one of my good friends, went on a good mining mission. He's got plenty of diamonds. But I'm so used to going all the way around because of the staircase. I forgot I made this new staircase. Let's take a little sleep. Excuse me, sir. So he got on probably as I was digging out that, and then he made his. We'll go to the top of the mountain because this is where he started. He walked in the same direction I did and came across my mountain without even knowing that I was here. He just saw my farms, which I think that was the first thing that I made here, because this was maybe the third thing. First thing I started was the wheat farm, that wheat farm, and then the carrot, that used to be a potato farm, or vice versa. I don't know those two, but now that's a nether wart farm, which is fine because we need some nether wart. But so yeah, then I just started those, and he just found it by going the same direction. It's kind of crazy. And then he started building up here. I'm spoiling so much because I didn't start at the top of the mountain, but that's okay. Okay, so he started up here, built this little like deep slate brick and copper house thing. This is his. Nothing too fancy. That's from me. I found I went and raided a bastion and got a template and copied it for him. But yeah, there's nothing too fancy up there. To be honest, I think he's moving out of that. He recently built a new place. But after all that, we made this village. You know, like he made his own little farm. Over there, we're not gonna look what that actually is, but the dirt, you can kind of see where the dirt leads. We'll just say it's like doesn't like Jews. I guess we'll say that they made that. I don't know. We're not gonna comment on it, but I need to take it down, to be honest. But there used to be a house there that was basically a dirt hut, and that was Mitchell's. Mitchell doesn't really play anymore. He's got better things to do with his life, which is fine. I made a lot of villagers, mostly focused on, obviously, librarians, because that's how you get books and you can trade and do all that stuff. Some of them have died, some of them have lived. Let's just go here. Let's just show everything that's on here. I'm not going to say the order that I made it, but I made like an automatic chicken farm, or chicken cooker. Didn't really work as the cooking part, so now it's just a chicken grinder, which works pretty well. We get feathers too, so if we ever need, I guess, arrows, we don't need arrows because we have another farm too that I made. I made a lot of farms, let's just say that. And this is just something decorative that I made. Just a little shooting range. It's pretty cool. We have some Fletchers in here. This is my main Fletcher for trading sticks and stuff, and then we got another one that just is for looks. It's pretty cool. Another house, some other farms and stuff, and all these staircases I edited and kind of made my own to make it to where like it was cohesive and stuff and flowy. Because I hate just walking around and jumping all the time, to be honest. Oh, that's a lot of potatoes. Holy cow. Okay, I don't need potatoes. Let's just toss those aside. Sorry. That's fine. This is the main well that was here. Okay, so yeah, this is we went around it obviously, but this is the library that I made. Library trading hall type thing. I haven't really got all of them stuck in here, just ones that are major. Mindy, that's the mending villager. Don't have a name for this one, but I think pretty sure he's the unbreaking one. And, yeah, unbreaking, and I'm pretty sure he's got like frostwalker or something. Yep. What's the other one? Doesn't say. You should get him to level 3 just to find out, but that's another time job. What do you have? Ah, bookshelves. Man, maybe some other time we'll trade and mess with you. But yeah, so Evan made this little area. It's just like a little pond so he could grow all of his stuff, I guess. Oh, baby. Okay, so let's go to the other side. Oh. The reason you could hear zombies because of this. Why is that there when easily villagers can get over that? I don't know. Whatever. But got this just so we can turn villagers and stuff, and they don't come in here because the zombies in here obviously, which is good. So we'll just keep that there. Ooh, Loretta, she was one of the first ones. We made a what you would call the Love Shack. Great song, by the way. And then it's just a whole bunch of villagers. Henry, he was the first villager that I made, the first one. We had Henry Jr., he died. He was our fortune librarian, but he died. He got struck by lightning, and that's fine. But Henry is our Silk Touch. Hold on if I can show you. Silk Touch, Feather Falling, Looting 2. So if you buy 2, you get Looting 3, which is cool. And then this dude's new. What do you got? Projectile Protection 4. That's not bad. I don't like the 32 fucking emeralds, but that's fine. Pardon my language, but I mean, that's not a bad trade there, doggy. That's cool. Okay. Alright, so we made them. That's cool. Oh, obviously you can see what that is now. We'll not go over any farther that way. Let's go down here. One of the things that I really wanted to do is I needed an XP farm. So, as I was digging down in that first mine where all the dripstone was, I kind of fell into or came across this spawner, which was obviously, it was a little left of this because it's over there, but when I was digging I just kind of went in a direction and I dug right and straight into this geode, and I was like, you know what, let's make this the killing chamber in this geode. So now I'm working on that. I'm trying to make like a big library enchanting area right here, but that's fine. But yeah, no, so we have this big huge XP farm with obviously too much, especially if you have a looting sword. It just gets kind of ridiculous. Oh look, they were already here. So yeah, there's that. Let's throw this extra stuff away. Okay. But yeah, and then, you know, we got a typical lava trash can, anything extra. This is a locker for when you're down here and you don't want to screw up anything or, like, destroy stuff. But yeah, love, this is probably my favorite XP farm ever, just because how it turned out and where it located, and I don't know, it's so convenient, so cool. And there's plenty more. When I was talking about the luck aspect, it's so nuts how me just going in a direction and finding all this is just all right here. So when I found it, I dug straight up right here. bam. And I'm not gonna, obviously I can't dig up here, but the down hole is where I dug up, and it dug right into Evan's wheat farm, which was so cool. Neither here, neither here nor there. So we made this. I made this little tunnel thing. There's probably a whole bunch of coal or iron or something back here. That's why everyone dug it out. But just to make an XP farm. Ooh, more coal. But that's fine. Made that there, which is, that's all this is. They can't get in. Villagers can't get in there. It's fine. But yeah, so I made that, and then when we go back down, I'll show you what the next convenient thing was. It's not really the next one, but it is what it is. All the dudes finally learned how to make like a infinite lava source, because I made it first. Obviously it's not my design, because everyone makes an infinite lava source like with dripstone and stuff, but easy source of lava. You can do the same thing with water if you guys are not in, if you didn't know. But yeah, so that's pretty sure that's the whole top part of it. Don't really want to do much with it. I'll show you the spiral staircase. That was the last build that I've done up top here, and I'll show you as we go down. But now, like, I don't know if you guys can really tell, but this top is kind of laggy. There's so much stuff going on. There's a lot of redstone and blah 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 blah. So it is what it is. So we're just gonna go down. Made this little spiral staircase. The dome was honestly the hardest part, and I kind of want to. So there was like a little bridge here that I made, kind of like that, and that wasn't even like that when I made it, but just like some two, 3, 4 things of dirt and cobblestone. But I wanted something big, because this went all the way. This area went all the way down, right to an area that's right above my house, which was just like a platform here. And I was like, oh, this is so sick. Which conveniently had a nether portal. Crazy. Nuts, right? Hell yeah. Let's sleep before we go in there. I'll show you what is in there. I made some other stuff in there as well. Drink some Pepsi. Yum. Yeah, so let's go in. Hello, sir. Obviously, because we got all these stone workers and iron workers and toolsmiths and stuff, these big guys spawned up here, and I kind of like it. They keep all the zombie pigmen and stuff from coming out and not really wreaking a havoc, but you get the point. Just being a nuisance. Come on, load. Cool. Okay, so I'm working on one thing in the nether right now, because it's been a while. Alright, so back. Ooh, it's kind of hard to tell. Let's kill this fucking gas. Pow. Alright, so this was not like this at the beginning, but our friend Al obviously spawned in the same spot as we all did, but he went in the complete opposite direction. We did not know this, but holy cow, get up. But he wanted to kind of be with us when he could, so we looked for. He made a nether portal, and we used ours, obviously. Hopefully, I don't die doing this. I don't think I should, but he made a nether portal, and then Evan made a huge tunnel right to it. Bang, just like this. So I'm working on I guess the tunnel / area to this tunnel. But so this is. I'll show you a little bit of Al's stuff. I don't know much about it, but it's like a little like Japanese / Asian type aesthetic kind of thing, but also a lot of water everywhere. See if we can get it to load. Yeah, so he's been doing some stuff. Nothing too big. Don't know everything. Don't know what everything is. His house is cute. I'm not really gonna go in it and show his business and stuff, but yeah, just a small little area, kind of random and cool. I don't know why he picked it, but it's a cool little quaint area. I like how it's kind of spread out because of all the water and stuff, you know. I really am curious what he was building over there. But let's go back in. I'll show you the not the most recent builds, but the most recent builds in the Nether, and then after that, because I did say how I most recently raided a bastion and stuff like that. Okay, so let's go this way. Let's jump. Super speed jump. Super speed jump. Alright, let's get up here. I really wish Evan would have put stairs. I have enough on me, but I'm not gonna do it, to be honest, because I don't care that much. Laziness at its finest, people. Alright, let's go here. Yeah, obviously you can tell I'm trying to make like some sort of cobblestone deep slate kind of thing. Alright, so let's show you where we spawned. I'll just go to the top of it. So our nether portal started here, right in here, and I made this cobblestone BS thing just because I was like, you know what, all the gas and stuff, you know, you gotta have like something made out of cobblestone, something that can't explode like netherrack. It's annoying. But I made that. Blah 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 blah. Let's jump down here. Alright, so this is where we're at. Put some stuff in here. Recently I filled this whole thing with armor and tools, because you know what, people die a lot in the nether, so you need a chest that just has some BS tools and stuff. Obviously you gotta have a furnace and crafting table and stuff like that. It's fine. Down here goes to netherite level. I'm not gonna go all the way down there because it's a lot of work to get back up. Evan made that area so we could just dig and try to get netherite. We don't have much, to be honest, but so when we spawned, obviously we spawned here right next to the, what's this biome called? I forget what it's called. It's one of those warp biomes. I would go in there, but to be honest, I'm campy ass and I don't want to die, and I die all the time when I'm in the nether, so which is why I made the things that I did make. Okay, so this is the most recent builds here. So when we first came in, we were trying to, like, you know what, we need to find a nether fortress. Obviously you need blaze rods and stuff to make potions and blaze powder and ender eyes and all that stuff to find, you know, the ender portal and stuff. Because, you know, like, the reason I started this whole thing is so my friends can actually beat the game, because none of them actually have. They've never beaten the dragon and done all that. So I was like, you know what, let's do it. So don't mind me while I'm walking through this, but I'll tell you while I made it, why I made it. But it was, I think it's about 1,000 blocks almost that direction to get to the most recent or closest fortress, right? And you could go straight through this Nylium or what, I don't know the biome what it's called, but straight through this it leads into another biome, the crimson one. We'll get there eventually, but and it like a straight angle. But I was like, you know what, no, I'm tired of dying trying to get there and back, and when I die in that fortress I gotta walk 1,000 blocks. No, don't want to do that. So I made this tunnel, and when we get to the other side I'll show you exactly what it looks like from one side. Obviously you kind of have a little hint to the left, but I made all of this, made a little spawn form here, and this is what it looks like. It's a pretty cool little tunnel area, and you can still shoot things if something spawns. Things can't really shoot you. If ghast shoot and they see you, they get blocked by all of this. This stuff can catch on fire, but if you don't touch it, you're good. But yeah, so this area goes straight to our Oh, and it's so cool too because I dug it through some of it, kind of go through some of the Crimson Forest. I wanted to. I like the idea of seeing all of it and then like being a part of it. Oh, like this, like you can see you're actually part of one of the trees slash mushroom things, whatever. But yeah, oh, it was such a pain. Oh, that was just, oh, what we just passed was just kind of like a little area to where we could get out and kill some things, and they can't really get in. They can, but they can't. Obviously, all the, what are they, hoglins or whatever, want to kill us every single time we're in here, but they can't get in here, which is good. You just go up here, and then it leads right to our blaze spawner. And we didn't really make a spawner thing, but we did make it to where it's easy to kill them. That way you don't like get hurt too much. They all spawn in here and don't really get affected. Sometimes they spawn behind, but not a lot of the time, so it's fine. And you know, gotta went around in here and look for some stuff. There's some random BS in this chest, but found some nether wart and stuff for potions. So yeah, we'll just go back down in this, and we'll go to the other side. So after we did that, I was like, man, because we want netherite armor, you know, and tools and stuff, but you can't do that unless you have a netherite template. I was like, well, the only place that you can get a netherite template is a bastion, so that was rough. I will say that I had to use was it chunk base or whatever, the online thing that kind of shows you a general area, which all you gotta do is type in the seed and it'll show you a general area where something could be, and it was not as close as I was hoping, but I went towards coordinates. It took a long time. I went that way and then that way and a whole bunch of other stuff to find it. This is another place you can just kind of get out, just to, if you want to kill things or whatever. They can't get in, so it's fine. But when I was coming back, so I walked all the way to this area. I'll show you where we walked to. And I already have the coordinates of our actual portal and all that stuff. So basically what I did is I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a tunnel. And the first tunnel that I made for this part was just completely out of deep slate, or not deep slate, netherrack, and it was a pain in the ass. It took me about total probably about 8 hours to do, I think. Wherever you see this deep slate floor, I actually had to make the floor, which is kind of crazy to think about. Alright, so come to here, bastion. Cool, right? So I was like, alright, so we're here. I made this little deep slate hut. Actually, it was dirt first, but made this little deep slate hut just as like a, this is where our spawn point should be, or recon area, whatever. And then I was like, alright, got my position and stuff, so I just dug all the way in this direction to where I was on the same is it X or Y axis? I think it's Y, because X is up and down, I'm pretty sure. Well, not positive on that, I could be wrong. But I went all the way to this area, and then I might try to show you when we get to this spot. Alright, this spot. So, in this spot, there is nothing but lava under us. So I kind of had to make a platform out of netherrack. Now it's obviously deep slate, and I made like a little covering and stuff. That way, in case anything decides to shoot us, you look at an enderman, you can still kill it, and it doesn't pop in here. But then I was like, so, alright, so now I just need to go straight this way. Bang. I went straight this way. Let's just keep running and jumping. Hopefully we can get there fast. And then I hit this spot and I was like, man, we're close. But we're not on the right up and down axis, so I guess X axis? I don't know exactly. Z axis? I don't know. But when I turned around because I was just looking like this. I looked up, and then you can't really tell here. Ooh, maybe if I get here. Just look. I saw this. I was like, oh, that's the first tunnel that I made. And I was like, heck yeah. So then I just made a staircase up, which was really hard, I might add. And then it popped in like not exactly in the middle, which is okay, you know. And then so I made this when I was building a staircase. I did these little on top points so you can kind of like dodge things. And but yeah, so then now we basically got another hub that goes to the two main points that we need. Well, hello, how'd you get in here? Alrighty. But yeah, so now we can have our nether hub that goes to the two main places. And I think I'm just gonna make this our nether hub, and if we want to go somewhere, we can branch off, bam, kind of thing there. Probably won't go that way because that'd be kind of dumb, but maybe branch off that way or something. I don't know, or maybe instead of that, we'll go the opposite way on the tunnel from Al's. But that's another story. Who knows what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play this until, like, it's not a hardcore thing or anything, but until I'm kind of done with it, you know. Like, I enjoy it a lot. I died a lot, but that's okay. But yeah, so that's the nether. Nothing too big. Let's go back. Entering here is so cool, by the way. This is one of my favorite builds that I made. We made the enchanting area here just because it's right next to the nether and it looked cool. But this is my favorite. Basically, it's a whole smith. I should sleep, I guess. Oh, sorry, homie. Just threw that at you. But I made this smith, and basically the preference was, or the idea was, that they're using the lava and nether resources to power like the kiln and the smith itself. It's kind of cool. Think about it. I wish I could have gotten the actual lava to go all the way around and stuff, but it was very difficult, to be honest. But that's okay. It still looks pretty cool. Still looks like it's pumping it through. But yeah, so that's one of my favorite builds here. I actually just finished the roof on this build yesterday. But this is just like a smithing hut, smithing house kind of thing. Nothing big, just typical house, 2 beds, fireplace, chest, whatever. Love the fireplace type thing. I do plan on digging this out here in this way and kind of making a mason kind of thing, so they go hand in hand, stonemason thing, whatever. I built these stairs, and when we get to the other side, I'll show you the other side too. But I was tired of climbing and scaling the mountain up and down like this, so I made a staircase. Fucking love the staircases. Made this little lofty type area. Get off my roof, dummy. You're gonna kill yourself like you did last time. Or maybe I will. Oh! Fell down. Oops. Kinda hurt myself, but that's fine. Made this little ropey bridge, small bridge kind of thing. Goes in here. This is our little mushroom farm thing. I'm gonna make it whatever that grass needs to be or ground to make it easier, but when you find the mushroom area or whatever. Just a house here. I don't think any villager lives in it, but just a house, it's fine. Let's run, jump on the roof, drop down. Okay, yeah, like I said, this is my house. This is what I built as my house. I started off down in that house down in the little cave, but came up and I made this my house. Built this farm, these farms, and then we went down this way. Obviously, like I said, lava. went down this way, and then we all had like a big fishing episode. We were just fishing a lot. So fishing a lot here, and I was like, you know what, we've been fishing a lot, so I made this fishing hut or cabin or whatever the hell. It was cute, I guess. And then they were like, oh, we need some iron. We run out of tools and armor and stuff. So I was like, well, I know how to make an iron farm. Don't know if it'll work. And by God, does it work. So I wanted to, obviously you have to have it away from everything. So I made this stupid beat ass staircase. Getting all the villagers up here was a pain in the butt. But, you know, just typical farm. They should spawn up here, or the villager, or the iron golem spawn here, cats spawn here, and then they fucking go to the fire and lava and stuff. They die. Here's the capture chamber slash slayer chamber. I've cleared it out a lot just because I've been making a lot of lanterns and stuff, hence the ingots and stuff, or nuggets or whatever. But yep, there's that. Let's close that. So no creepers or anything going in there. So let's go back down here. Kinda want this wood. Woo! Good thing I got feather falling. Alright, so way down here. So this area that I dug out is, I'm gonna make a watermill for like a lumber thing, I guess. And then I'll probably make a crane that kind of like looks like I can lift it and bring it over to my farm, or maybe I'll make something else over here that I can lift it and go up to. I don't know. We'll see. This is Tony's house. And when I say this is bare bones, the outside look is not bad at all. I don't really like the oak, but it is what it is. But his place looks pretty cool. Ooh, pardon me, I'm yawning. Just some chests, and then I don't understand why he has everything singularly labeled. What up, Robber Gamer? How are you? But this is Tony's area. He's got just chests. Everything is just labeled for one singular thing, and I don't know why he did that, but it is what it is. Not my area. He can do what he wants. Let's just close that up. Robert, so basically I'm showing what I've been doing on this realm for a while with me and I would say my friends, but it's really, now it's just me and my friend Evan. But it's been 1,000 and almost 100 days, which is pretty cool. So I'm just kind of showing around what's been up to. If you want to go back and check out what I've done or shown so far, by all means, because I'm not going to backtrack, to be honest. It's a lot to show. But this is the first farm that I made. Obviously, you gotta have your first started farms, wheat farms and stuff. We'll go to the other side of the, I guess, village. This house was already here. This was already here. This was already here. And one thing that I have always wanted in Minecraft is a huge wheat farm. But in this wheat farm, I wanted a windmill. So I made this. I kind of got some tutorials off YouTube, and I kind of just mushed them all together. And this is what came out. It looks pretty cool. I wish I remembered whose the windmill itself tutorial was a part, like this part, with the copper and the wool and stuff, because I loved how it is like rotating. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, I love that. It's one of my favorite builds here, and then I added like some scarecrows and some other stuff. AM. I don't know what you mean by AM. It's definitely night. It's almost nighttime here, but that's fine. But yeah, so then so I made that. It's pretty cool. Again, I made Robert, you weren't here, but I made these staircases. I made some other ones on the other side, and I just needed it to be kind of more fluid and easier to get around. And I showed earlier my these staircases and stuff, my little archery range or whatever, so it just kind of goes all the way around the mountain. Eventually I'm gonna have stuff all the way around this mountain. Maybe not over there, it's pretty big. That's where Mitchell's... Oh. No, you're fine, Robert. But that's where Mitchell's mine was. Doesn't really go very deep. Kind of just mined in the side of a mountain, and he was like, and then he quit. But that's fine. But so yeah, I kind of want to just get it to where it kind of goes here. We'll talk about that in a second. Goes here, kind of like stops there. Maybe just kind of goes into the mountain here like that, and then we'll just jet it out over there. I don't know. We'll see. But let's go back down this side of the mountain real quick. So, my next two builds that I'm working on, I would show you everything from the other people on here, but I would have to go out, and I don't really want to go out. I'll go a little bit. Okay, we'll go a little bit. Screw it, right? We'll go a little bit. Alright, so obviously we got our wheat farm, pretty windmill. I love decorating and doing small things like this, by the way, and like making walls that are textured, and I made this like little garden area. Everything here was placed and made by me. Yes, I built all of this. Robert, all of this. The only thing I didn't build was just like the typical villager houses like those, and like the cathedral, but I don't even know what you call this, like the where the I don't even know what you would even call them. Clerics are. I didn't build this. Anything that looks like this, I didn't build. Everything else I built, minus 3 builds that my friend Evan did. And you can either see them earlier, and I can show one more that he did. But give me a second. Let me sleep. I think I have a bed in the wheat mill, the farm. Yeah, I do. Pink bed. Cool, cute. Let's sleep. This should be 1,085. Let's go. And obviously I got random stuff everywhere in every chest, so I'm a hoarder, I guess. But oh, this is my favorite part about this windmill, and this was not part of the tutorial. I just love keeping the idea of that things are being used and that work. I did this kind of like a little, like it's a chain, you know, like there's a gear shift here. It doesn't really look like a gear, but you kind of get it. And then it spins, and then it spins that up there, which spins that. I don't know. I just think it's cool. I don't know. Whatever. Or vice versa. Maybe the wind moves that, and then that's where you grind the wheat. No, I'm not even that good, to be honest, Robert, but I appreciate it. I just kind of I don't know. I just think something looks cool, and then I just do it. I will say that I get a lot of inspiration from a lot of different YouTubers as well. Like I said, I have trash everywhere. Trash everywhere, anyways. But I get ideas, and I just kind of go with it. Like all this texturing and stuff, I get ideas. Well, you know, I might be, but you just got to keep working at it, you know? Get inspiration from other Minecrafters and stuff. And I'm not even just a Minecrafter. I love all the games, but this is just what I do and I want to do. I'm a big artist, so I just love doing art. And when I think Minecraft gives me another creative artist thing, you know, I just love how this works. It's a lot of placing blocks and stepping back and looking and seeing what it's like. I don't know. It's typically how it works. But so let's go to my most recent build, which I started yesterday. We had this original thing just to get to other people's, the stupid little deep slate bridge or whatever, but I started this and I'm gonna make a big bridge. I should be done by the end of this week. I'm on vacation this week, so I've just been doing nothing and building. But building this, I made this and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm eventually gonna have like a wall that kinda, you know, typical castle wall that just kinda goes around, maybe attaches somewhere down there to the mountain. But let's go in here. Nothing too big. This is just building materials because I'm still building, obviously. And then spiral staircase, blah 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 blah, up here. And then I'm gonna build like a dome or a peaked roof. I don't know. Yeah, that is true. I do pay like $10 for this realm every month, which isn't too bad. But it's fine. It's okay. You don't have to pay. You can always start a multiplayer with just yourself. And if you can't, you can always play by yourself too. That's fine too. Or with family or something. It's always fun. I play with my daughter. I do have a daughter as well. She hasn't played with me in a while. Hopefully she watches this. If you do, Ava, love you so much. Daddy misses you. Tons. But yeah, so I'm gonna get rid of this, and then we're gonna build it straight across on that level that we were just at. Crossed. We're gonna make like a, I don't even know, like just like a leg, right? Maybe right here. Is this the middle? I think it's the middle, somewhere around here. Build it down, that way it has some support. Make it look kind of cool and pretty. Should be done by this week. It'd be fun. You should. And then it should come out like right here, I think. And then we'll make, next thing I'm going to do after I finish that tower is I'm going to finish this tower. But, so the whole reason we had this, I'm going to build another staircase right here. This is kind of like the start. Kind of dug it out a little bit, did some terraforming and stuff just to kind of make it easier. But you go this way. And Robert, like I said, if you ever want to just see what's going on or how it started or whatever, you can always go back and see the beginning of this video or this stream. Kind of give a good idea of what happened. But basically, I spawned. Oh, where am I at? Hold on. I don't know if it was 5 or 1,000 blocks in that direction or this direction. I'm not too positive on which one it was. But I just kind of went in an area and then I found this cherry blossom mountain. So that's where I started. But yeah, so here you have a little outpost. One of my friends, Mason, started down here. You gotta start somewhere, Robert. I also work every day too, just about. Like I said, I'm on vacation. But Mason made his little base thing here. Nothing too much. He stopped playing, to be honest, but yeah, maybe. Yep. And who knows, maybe if you make some friends, they can pay for it as well, you know. But yeah, so then you got his little area after he quit. And then my friend Josh, who also plays, definitely not that much anymore, but I think he's up over here on top of this mountain. I'm not positive. His area was hard to find. Let's see if we can find it. he's got a lot of farms, like automatic farms and stuff, like uh, cow grinder and stuff. Yeah, you can friend me on here. I don't care. I'll play with anyone. Let's see. And if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button too, bro. Always welcome the subscribers and followers. Would appreciate it. I think I'm in the right area. Let's see. Oh, don't want to go there. Will die. I feel like... Oh, here we are. Heck yeah, found it. So this is Josh's place. He wanted to do like this big ring type idea. So he built his original farmhouse type thing, and he wanted to... Heck yeah. Wittish Pitfall, welcome. I don't know if they're in here, but awesome. But yeah, no, Josh wanted to do this big ring type deal where like build farms in quadrants, and which it looks pretty cool. Yeah, definitely the tism. But it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty sick. I wish he still played. He doesn't play that much anymore, you know. Everyone's got jobs and working on their futures and stuff, which I get. So, pretty big, so cute. Let's see. So let's go back. I don't really know where all of his farms and stuff are. I think, is this his cow grinder? Oh no, there's some of his farms. Yeah, he's got his cow cooker there. This looks like his kelp farm, so his... Yeah, that's definitely his kelp farm. Kelp. Oh, what's cool is, like, you can use, Oh. Okay, cool. Well, heck yeah. I'm all for it. More followers, more subscribers. Thank you, I appreciate it. His cow cooker works pretty well. Obviously, no one's over here, so doesn't really get activated that much. But... So yeah, sugarcane farm, pretty standard. Everyone does all one of those. I do not, because I'm lazy. Okay, yeah, so then, like I said, this is the outpost. There are alleys in here. Heck yeah! Appreciate it. There are alleys in there, I think. But I did not save them because I don't really have any use for them yet, and I don't really want to take them out. Oh, hello, panda. No, not panda. Polar bear. Should we? Let's not kill the polar bear this time. Normally I would, but let's not. But yeah, so let's go back to the house, or my area. Robert, if you'd like, I can kind of show you everything over again if you want me to. I'm not going to go into great detail, but I can definitely show you a little bit more. But yeah, so right now my next goal is to build this bridge, build a little staircase here. Obviously I was doing a little path to get to Josh's. I kind of want it to be like a little thing. And then after I build this, let's sleep. Hold on. Alright. After I build this bridge, and it's going to be a big bridge, it's going to cost a lot of stuff, I think. So, next few days that I do stream, when I stream, probably be a lot of digging and just building, I think. And again, I'm not going to make a schedule or anything, just do it when I kind of want to and have fun. Heck, you might even catch me playing some other games, so if you like Smite or any other games, let me know. I might be able to play it. I do plan on getting a PS5 soon. There's a lot of mishaps when it comes to that. Been getting a lot of wood recently. Let's go to the top so you can at least see the top of the village, and then we'll go all the way down to my house, and then we'll go where we're supposed to. This is my little area that was spawned that I kind of use as my vantage point for this farm kind of thing. Just kind of step back and look how it looks. Pretty cool, I think. Thank you, I appreciate it. Anything helps. A like, a subscription, all the comments and messages that you're sending, anything helps. I don't plan on making money. Ooh, it's lagging. There it is. I don't plan on making any money off this stuff, but it's, if so, cool. If not, then it's just something fun for me to do and enjoy. But yeah, so it's kind of rough going up to this village just because there's a lot of stuff that's going on up here. So the frame rate might go low, a little low. But yeah, this is my archery range that I built. Pretty cool. Kind of like it. Pretty funny. You can sit there and watch as people bang. Typical farms, typical village houses, whatever. This is my library / trading post for books and stuff. Mindy, that's my mending villager. Funny. You can transfer them, turn them into zombie villagers and get discounts and stuff there. Again, I've already been over all this and stuff. Yeah, it's my god bow. I got a god sword too. Thanks. This is my chicken cooker that didn't really work, so now it's just a chicken grinder. Lots of chicken, so if we ever need food, we got it. It's like a little Japanese ramen hut. I love it. It's so cute. Quaint. Anyways, this is Evan's first house. What I was talking about earlier. He did like 3 or maybe 3 builds, I think, total. This is his first build. Pretty cool. This is from me. I just recently rated some stuff. If you watch the beginning of the video or stream, you'll see that. But this is his. He likes it. We got tons of villagers, some that do stuff, some that are just kind of there. The Love Shack. Down here is my XP farm, or RXP farm. I made this, I don't know, maybe Minecraft day 100, maybe 200, I don't know. And it ends into a geode, which is so cool. I'm gonna make this like an enchanting area, I think. And then yeah, skeletons just spawn way over there. They get dropped here, and then you just whack, 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 and kill them. Oh, you'll see them drop. I don't know if you can hear them, but they're flying up the elevator. And plop. 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 There it is. Whack. And they're all one shot, so because it's landed just, or the spacing or timing like of the drop allows them to be one shot by anything. I could punch them, I think, unless they have armor and they'll die. But just bow bow. And then it gives us XP, can mend all of our tools and everything. Floating. Floating. Alright, so we're back up. Let's go this way. What did we do? Let's go over here, actually. It's not really a recent build, but I did kind of just clear out an area over here and kind of make it like a little park, because we were having a lot of villagers that were kind of jumping down here and getting onto the roof down there. So I just kind of blocked this off. It's like a little, I don't know, a little flower park kind of thing. Rip Henry Jr. He got struck by lightning here and turned into a witch, so we had to kill him. So we just made this like a little tombstone. Rip Henry Jr. we'll probably be able to see Henry if you want to. Where is he at? Probably over here. So the first 3 villagers we had was... Nope, he's not Henry. Find me? What do you mean, find me? Nope, you're not Henry. I don't know where Henry is, but Henry was our first villager. Or our first named librarian villager. Then we have Loretta, who was our first toolsmith. And we had Henry Jr., which was their first kid. And then obviously he died, so that's fine. It is what it is. Well, let's go down. This is probably my favorite build of the whole thing so far. Is this spiral staircase. I love it so much. It's my favorite thing. It's so big. It's so pretty. It's so tall. I love the stairs that lead up. It goes right into the middle of the mountain in this little canyon cavern thing. It's so cool. I love it. It took a long time to build this, but it's so cool. Again, I love texturing and all that stuff. It looks pretty sick, I think. Built this. This is Loretta. Like I said, there's Loretta the toolsmith. She was our second villager. Nether portal this spawned in this village, which is so sick. And then I made this little again, I went into this with the first stream, or for beginning part of the stream, but all of this I built it like, oh cool, but I built this like little what would you call it, like smithing area. Like it's based like they're taking all the lava and power from the nether to power the smith. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, so there's that. What up, homie? Excuse me. Oops, sorry. Almost pushed you down the steps. Made all these staircases too. This is one of my favorite staircases. Alright, no rush. You do your thing, dog. But yeah, so this is, I think that's the village. Oh! Pow. You're down here. How'd you get down here? Okay, that's fine. I do plan on building a fountain here. I don't know, probably a frog of some sort. Probably dig into the mountain or hill. Make a little frog statue and stuff. I gotta dig out all these, or clear out all these trees so we can get close to Evan's new house, which he built probably a month ago, I think. Alright. So this is Evan's most recent build. He's basing it off the Haunted Mansion, like the Disney, the Haunted Mansion. I think he wants to put more of these trees around here. The new white oak. I'm not positive on that, but I think that's what he wants to do, but he hasn't been on in a while. Why was there a wolf inside that house? Alright. Oh, it must have spawned in here. But yeah, this is his, I guess what you would call a house. That was a very loud bark. Not much going on in here, to be honest, but looks pretty cool. I like it. I tell him it looks like a we won't say what I think it looks like, but stop trying to kill all the sheep. But yeah, so that's his big white mansion. Let's go back to my house so I can sleep. Someone added me. Let's see if I can get to them without showing their IDs and stuff, don't I? Probably already showed up anyways, to be honest, but who knows. Let's go up. Bing, bing, bing. Oh, 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 oh. Let's asleep. Alright, let's see. Let's get to work. Let's get at least a little built on this tower, I think, before I get off here. Been streaming for about an hour and 15 minutes. Oh, cool. That's sick. I'm glad that it doesn't show. Don't want anyone's privacy being thrown out there. I'll add you after this. But let's do some building. Or maybe we'll chop this tree down first, and then we'll do some building, I think. Not much, just to get a little bit more into the... a little bit more to that tower, I guess. Oh, shit. Let's, how am I gonna do this? That'll work. Yeah, it popped up. At least it popped up for me. Okay. So we dig that. Let's do some building. Alright. What I think I'm going to do gonna build it up maybe here. I think that'll probably be about 8 more, maybe 10 more blocks. And that's including the roof. So I think I'll build it to, we'll go 4 or 5 more up, and then we'll build the roof, I think. Let's see. Oh yes, I saw your name and username or ad pop up, so I will add you after I'm done streaming and done playing Minecraft. Alright, so that's our stair to get up. So let's do this. We got plenty of spruce, so let's do, we're on 13. 113 technically. How tall do we want that one? Let's... because right now I feel like I'm even with it. Maybe a little shorter. And I think I want that one to go to 120. So let's go up. Let's just go up. We'll go up to 120. Sound good? Yeah. And then we can always... yeah, I like this, yeah. Good vantage point, I think. About halfway up the mountain, you can see the farm. Yeah, we'll do that. I like that. Bang. And And that's another thing. Whenever I'm building, like, I don't build in creative. I build all of it off the top of the dome in survival. I die a lot because I don't really pay attention, but that's okay. Pow. Oh. Good thing I have feather falling, so it doesn't hurt me as much. Ah. Went too high. Yeah, I like this. This little height, I guess. Okay. Now let's do bang, bang, bang. We won't put one there. Oop. I might die doing this, by the way. Ah. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And then we'll just build those two up, and then we'll build a domed roof like that, I think. Shoot. Shoot. Damn it. Fine. I think this one will be we'll do 23. Alright. Alright, let's see what this looks like from the distance. Do we want to fill it in completely, or if we just want to kind of bare bones like wood and stuff? Ooh, let's pick up some of these. Ding, ding, ding. I think we fill it in halfway. Halfway, and then we make the dome on top. Yeah. So let's make that. And then we can make like a little ladder that goes up to the platform that's going to be up top. Like maybe like right here, I think. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Let's move some stuff around in here. Okay, have fun, Robert. I appreciate you coming around and sticking with me for a little bit. Like I said, you can always go back and watch the rest of the video or prior to it if you want to. If not, hopefully I see you some other time. Appreciate you for being around. Let's put... Stop by again sometime too. shit. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's go around and I guess sleep. Get all these things to disappear. Do I have ladders in here? I don't think I do. No, I do not. Well, let's, in that case, let's build some ladders. I don't need much, I don't think. I think 9 should do it, actually. Alright, so if we want it to be... doing any specific pattern. Honestly, to be honest, there's a lot of cobbled right there and I don't really like it, but just kind of doing random as I go around kind of thing. I think I'm gonna do one more and then we'll make the floor, I guess. I think that's what we'll do. We'll do one more, and then that'll be our floor. Cobblestone on this one. We'll do it there, I guess. Or cobble deep slate, I guess. Put that there. Kind of want it to look like it's kind of worn on one side, and the other side's pretty strong, I guess. I don't know. And then we'll just do that and that. Let's do this. I think that's 5 or 6. Yeah, let's just make this the floor. We'll just do it out of these slabs for now. And then we can texture it after. partial wall up here, just kind of like to make it look pretty, I guess, look good. Gonna need some stairs and stuff. Let's put this chest up here. Gotta have a chest right up top, like people are actually using it, right? Let's make a crafting table. Put that on that side. Let's make 2 furnaces. Just do that there, that there. It's kind of like it's just the central thing. That's fine. Let's make we want to strip this. I think I might strip this one in the middle. I think that'd be kind of cool. Give a little different lighting, I guess. And then we'll do that, that. To be honest, no, I'm just gonna keep it bricks the way it is. I like the bricks as the flooring, to be honest. Yeah. Let's do that's not what I wanted. Maybe not that high. Don't really like how high that is. Let's throw that there. Stupid creepers. I can't get up, but I can still see out of it. If I jump, don't want to do that though. Nope, that's not what I wanted. So let's put that there, that there. We'll do some smooth. We'll do that. Regular deep slate and smooth. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll just do some cobble, do the tiles, tile, regular, tile and tile. Okay, and then here we're gonna do I think I have an idea. Let's do Yes, that works perfectly. Oh, I like that a lot. Cool, okay. So then we'll do that there. Put that there. Let's just do this all the way around first, just to get a good idea. Let's get rid of these big blocks. Oh, that's gone forever. Alright, and then we want to do bang, bang. Let's do bang, bang, and then we'll do bang, bang. Let's go to bed real quick. Okay. Now that's over with. Never panicked at all. Not in the slightest. Not even once. up. So then we'll do upside down stair there, upside down stair there, upside down stair there, upside down stair there, there. Yeah, that looks cool. I like that. I should do one on the outside of each one of those too, but when we do the outside we'll do that, I guess. Let's take a look what it looks like so far, and then we can do the roof. What time is it? Tis 4:50. So let's actually pause it for now. Let's chill for now. It's almost 10 till. Let's get a look, good look. Put a pin in it, I guess, for a little bit. I think it's gonna look pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. I don't want that. I did not want to make that up. That's fine. Okay. Let's see. Hello, black sheep. Have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. Oh, yeah, I like that a lot. And then we'll do like a big... Do we do a dome? Dome style roof? Or do we like a big point? I guess what kind of roof do we want for this? I kind of want a point that goes this way over it. So this is going to be part of it. It's going to go up, down, up. And then I kind of want peaked roof like that. So I think a big cone that kind of goes up and down. So I may need to make that middle post taller, but I like that a lot. And I can even build a building attached to it if I wanted to. We got decent space here. Oh, that makes me excited. Yay. Awesome. Yeah, that's gonna be so cool. So we'll do that. We'll get that tower done. And the next time that I stream, we'll do that tower. So next time I stream, we'll finish this roof. We'll try to copy that tower over there. I don't know if it's gonna be, it'll probably be a little shorter, but that's okay. Build that over there. And then we'll do the middle part. And then we do gotta figure out where the middle point of the actual bridge is. And that's gonna be where the middle leg is gonna be. I think it's gonna attach right here to the side of the mountain, which is kind of sketchy, but that's pretty cool. That's so awesome. I'm so excited. Well, I am glad for anyone that tuned in and watched this. There's only a few people, I think, but and then anyone who comes in and watches this after, like, it's just in my YouTube channel, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming around and watching. I'm not the greatest YouTuber or even streamer or anything like that. I'm not really awkward, but don't really know how to talk to people, especially while I'm gaming. Kind of zone out most of the time. But I hope you enjoy the way this realm is looking, the way I am. I just love transforming things, and I don't do creative. I just love doing it out of pure heart and soul and grit, you know, just getting everything. It's annoying sometimes, but I just love doing it. Again, this channel isn't just about Minecraft. It's just one of the loves that I do. I draw, I play other video games, obviously. I do work a lot too. So I'm just gonna try to do a mixture of everything, whatever I feel like I'm doing, whatever's fun at the time being, because, you know, it was like 2 years ago, I promised that I would get back into it, and I never did, and you know what, now, why not? Why not do it? So, what do I got to lose? Nothing. Not a dang thing. So, hope everyone enjoys their weekend, their week, and I should be on later this week too. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.